Go, Zach.
Walk in dramatically.
Hi, everybody.
Put that nice ass down in the chair. There you go.
Boom.
Boom.
We're go.
Me?
Yes.
Hey, everybody. We're nobody.
From nowhere.
Talking about nothing. Right?
Yeah, let's go with it.
Hey, this is podcast number 1. Just so you know,
1.2.
we're not going to count the other ones.
The other ones, yeah, y'all aren't gonna see those.
Yeah.
You shouldn't see this one.
So what are we doing here? We're nobodies. We don't have any kind of special jobs.
We're nobodies. I'm Trey, nobody.
I'm Zach.
I'm Mark, nobody.
That's right.
None of us are stand-up comedians. We're not actors.
We're in one of the 50 states of America.
Arkansas.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Thank God for Mississippi.
Literally nowhere.
You know, I've had someone ask me, they were from up north. Nothing against you people up north, but sometimes y'all can be dicks. Asked me while I was bouncing at a bar. I was really surprised you guys had running water. Indoor plumbing.
I'm just gonna tell you, with Central Arkansas water, we're surprised too.
I used to work for
Are you shitting me? Have you ever been to another state in the South?
Yes.
You know how their water tastes.
Not bad.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know, for Central Arkansas water, we used to
You have to
win awards.
I'm surprised you guys feel this way. I feel like I don't
Like,
even know you right
What?
Well,
About
maybe
what?
it's just small mills, but theirs tastes like
Well, I
dirt.
mean,
Central
well, no,
Arkansas,
they get it from
dude.
the lake.
Central Arkansas water's legit.
They get it from the lake.
It
but
wasn't when
if
I
you
lived
get
here.
city
Dude, what are you
water-
talking? We've won national fucking awards for that.
It did not taste good
I
when
used
I
to
lived
work
here.
there, dude. We used to.
I'm telling you right now, I've been to many states. Not all of them, maybe half of them. And when I come home and I wake up early in the morning and I go to my kitchen sink and pour that glass of water and drink it, it tastes amazing.
It's just more cocaine in our
And it
water.
doesn't smell like shit either.
That I will give you. Our water smells better than everywhere else.
Yeah.
I agree.
So the general gist of it is we're gonna give
Is
some.
that
So
yes, we have indoor plumbing and running water.
we don't bang our sisters all the time.
No, or our cousins.
Sometimes.
Just on
How far removed are they?
just on the odd weekends.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. So we're from like the middle of the country, and we're from nowhere. We're gonna just talk about stuff. Tell you some stories about ourselves that may be interesting, that may not be.
Yeah, I mean we've had a lot of funny and fun and not so fun experiences.
Weird encounters.
Yeah, and a lot of them are funny to us now, or they were funny to us always. But you know, when we brought up this whole subject of podcasting, you know, at first it started as a book, right? A coffee table book.
Was it? Yeah. Something like
Yeah,
that.
just getting around a table, having some drinks, and telling stories, writing them down.
Which is what most people do.
But nowadays times have changed, so we don't do that no more.
People get older and shit.
But I do a lot of driving for my profession now, and I find myself wanting to listen to people talk other than music, and that's one of the big reasons why I think this is a really cool thing.
Yeah. And I mean, I have to kind of echo the same thing, and it's always fun to just talk about shit, you know.
Yeah.
I at least for me, when I listen to podcasts and some other people talk, I kind of relate to some of the stuff that they're saying, like, oh shit, that's cool, you know.
And there's a lot of them out there, and they're all pretty good. I mean, some of them are aimed at specific things, and some of them are going to be like us. They just don't have a specific goal in mind, and we're going to do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, and
Pretty
we'll
much.
talk about whatever, right?
Yep.
We all have different fucking viewpoints.
And please don't get offended.
Oh yeah, so I mean, we may say some stuff. A lot of it is going to be for humor purposes. Nobody here is homophobic or racist or whatever. There's just I'd say like the first thing you could say is that, like, generally as dudes, at least where I grew up here, like, you try and say shit to make other people laugh or uncomfortable. Like, a lot of it's kind of shock humor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I might be like, hey, dude, you suck a lot of dick. And people are going to think, yeah, he may suck a lot of dick.
Especially you.
You got the lips for
Yeah,
it.
you
man.
really do.
Can we get a close up on Mark's lips?
Let's not.
Maybe
Just
later.
Look at these
It'll be
old
bonus
handsome lips that he's
content.
got.
Bonus content on Mark's lips.
I don't have.
I'm not talking about the O-ring.
go put
I'm
'em in
talking
front of
about
the
the
camera.
face
That's
ring
not-
right there.
Go put them up there for everyone to gander at.
That's not where I wanted this to go.
That'll be later.
It went there, though. You
did.
knew it was going there.
Yeah. But anyway, so no, I don't suck dicks for money. But
Yet.
if anyone out there does,
Teach
Then-
him how to get into that business. He needs
That's
a side
not
job.
45 minutes.
That was not. No.
But if
But
anyone,
it's still on.
yeah, it's still on.
Fucking
Well, let's
computer.
just let it go. And I mean, I can hear myself. Can you guys
Yeah.
hear that?
Yeah.
Maybe the screen will go off.
Well,
I mean, maybe.
Probably.
If
So-
we're not recording right now, our apologies. My
Again-
computer apparently doesn't like to keep the screen on.
Well, if it's not recording, they'll never see,
See, there's
it.
his lips.
damn it.
You had the
Yeah,
perfect
yeah, I
chance.
gotcha.
Okay. Yeah.
So again, main purpose is humor. A lot of it's going to be dark humor. Honestly, my sense of humor is pretty warped and dark. I'm just going to say that right now. I might laugh hysterically at some fucked
Well,
up shit.
I just got to say,
Sorry for that.
I'd get a kick out of it if literally anybody in the world listened to this.
It would be cool. wouldn't
Like
it?
we said, my mom will listen to it. She'll tell us we did a good job.
Your mom's awesome.
She's the sweetest lady.
Yeah.
How
we
did she
should
raise
send a
someone
link
like
to
me?
all our moms so that we
Yeah.
have 3 viewers right off.
All right.
the
What
bat.
do you want to say to your mom right now? Go. I'll say something.
I
to your
love
mom.
you. That's all I got.
Uh,
She supported me. So
You're next because we got to save the best for last. Boom. Mom, I love you. Wait, no, go.
fucked up.
I was just trying to
Yeah,
say I love you.
I love you too,
because
Mom. Here,
that's
cheers.
supposed to express how much I love you.
This
I
is-
love Mark's mom too. She knows
Yeah.
me.
I was gonna say.
Hey, Mark's mom.
I like.
I've never met Trey's mom. But I'm
Trey's
sure she's
mom's
sweet.
giving me free stuff.
Oh well, then I love her too.
Yeah.
She does do that.
She gave me a lot of like creams and.
She worked for Avon upon
Yeah.
a time.
So you're telling me Trey's mom just thinks you're that chalky, basically, and ashy.
Dude, I got so sick at your mom's house. And we went down to Mississippi.
Well, you probably got sick from Mississippi.
No, it's all
Yeah, that's
goddamn
true. They're the
cats and
worst.
shit in there, man.
Mississippi, God rest its soul, is America's cesspool of bullshit and all kinds of fuckery.
Now look, all 10
Alabama's
of you in
right there
Mississippi
next
that
to
have
it,
access to the
literally.
internet don't get pissed off at us.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of family from Mississippi, and I've lived there at a point in time, and it's a good state for some reasons, but not for many.
Well, okay, so what are like the coolest states you've been to? Like both y'all. Go ahead and talk about it.
Does state count or does like a territory of the country count?
Oh yeah, that's, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, go.
Puerto Rico is absolutely gorgeous.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. That's cool. What
Would love to move there someday.
the hell did you do in Puerto Rico?
Went snorkeling. The bioluminescent bay is really pretty. They have a really big cockfighting thing right off the interstate. It's just in big letters. It says cockfighting.
I
It's got a
knew
big
you
ass
would like
So
those
let's discuss
cockfighting.
this. So the Puerto Ricans are a different culture. Do they mean cocks as in like crossing streams,
I mean, it was
or are
a
we talking
picture.
chickens?
There's a picture of a rooster, but it could be like dicks hitting each
So
other.
you
I
didn't
don't
stop
know.
and see. We don't know
No,
for
no.
sure.
I'm just gonna say, you know, we're talking
It could
about
be a
like,
trap.
we talking about like farms, or we talking about like, you know, Quentin Tarantino movies?
Ooh.
It's a tough call. I didn't get to go.
Boom.
So,
All right, let's hear more about it then. Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, yeah.
oh, you're good. That's about all Puerto Rico had. Yeah. their traffic, the drivers are insane.
That's like the way France was.
Like
dude.
you think Dallas is bad,
Dallas sucks.
but Puerto
I like
Rico's
Dallas
worse.
and Texans. in
It'll be like a
general, yeah.
35-mile-an-hour zone, and they're doing 70.
Really?
They're crazy.
Kilometers or miles?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I
They
didn't
didn't
speak
say.
the language, so
All right.
Let me
Bananas
tell you,
are oddly
as far
shaped
as
down there.
driving is concerned, and Mark can confirm this, people in Paris, it's like total fucking anarchy.
There's no
never been
traffic
to
law. I don't think there are traffic laws.
I think there are, but no one gives a fuck.
Maybe that's it. If there's anybody from France or Paris specifically that ever listened to this, you know, send
do
us
you
an
need
email.
us to come over and incorporate traffic laws for you since you can't do it for yourself?
It's just, I know it's the Wild West. It was like nobody gave a shit what the stop signs said.
I mean,
or
it was-
anything. They just drove everywhere.
It was anything goes. I don't think the French in general,
Yeah.
like we Americans like to say, oh, you can't take our rights away. But the fact that people in Paris are like, yes, there's laws, but we don't give a fuck. And if you try and make us obey the laws, then you're taking away my freedom.
Maybe we could just write a letter to the Germans to invade them, since that's what they're good at, and then they can bring traffic laws to
That's
France.
happened a few times.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
I
Germans,
mean, we could
sorry.
do that. They'd invade, they'd succeed or fail, and then we would come in and kick ass no matter what.
Exactly.
So okay, so on that line, I do remember an incident. We took a trip to fucking Europe a few months ago.
You won't be allowed to again if people
Was
watch
this year?
this.
Yeah, well,
It
you
was
know,
about half a year ago now.
it's June. Yeah.
It's weird how time flies.
And you know, we go to. I remember we took the fucking ferry.
He wrote Trey's dick. on
And
the
I'll put a
pad.
star next to it so we can talk about it in a minute.
It's nothing special. Although my
So-
wife will say differently.
Well, that's just because she has to.
Yeah. So we took a ferry from Cherbourg to Poole, England, and we're getting off the ferry at like 11:30 at night.
It was late. It was a long
Was
day.
It was late and it was a long day, and there was like a fucking bachelor party.
They call it a stag party
Yeah, because they're
because they're
they're English. They're English.
And that's
So
cool.
there's a stag party. Excuse my French. There's a stag
I'm
party,
going to punch him for that one.
Excuse my American.
and we had to go through customs. That's right. And I just remember I was standing with Sarah, your wife.
With
With
your
your Sarah. Yeah, with his Sarah.
Not my Sarah, but your Sarah.
Make sure you
I was
say
standing
which
with
one
my
it is.
Sarah, and she went up to the customs agent in front of him. She was talking to him, and I guess you have to, when you travel abroad, you got to go up.
Almost. It was. They were helping other people,
They were behind us.
and they were busy because it was a ferry full of people that had just emptied out. And one of the customs people said, "Excuse me, if you're all together, please stay together." And
Yeah.
you were in the back of the line, and somehow me and Sarah had ended up in the front of the line.
Yeah,
And
because you're
then
winners.
you know, there's these. It's like a group of 6 guys.
Something like that. Yeah,
And you could tell who the bachelor was.
They were
Guy
real-
with sunglasses, 11:30 at night.
they really hammered.
This guy was extremely hammered. The rest
Yeah.
of them were also hammered.
Yeah,
But
they were tall.
yeah, you squeezed through.
Well, no. So Sarah went up to the customs guy, and then there's like an old couple in front of me because they had somehow got, I don't know how they had somehow gotten in front of me. I was just waiting there, and she waves me over, said, "Come on over here," because we're traveling together. You know, we got to go up there. And as soon as I walk past this old couple to go up to the line, that stag party or bachelor party or whatever they call it, with their tea and scrumpets,
Crumpets.
they start just talking the most amazing amount of shit. Was it one guy? I
It was
just
the
remember.
tallest guy.
Yeah, soccer hooligans. That's that's the first thing I
So
thought.
does
Yeah.
tall equate to they're strong over in France then?
I think it does.
Like normally we'd have a buffed up dude who's the one that's talking a lot and being shitty. Over there, is it height related?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest right now.
Would you not normally be completely
Before we
honest?
went over there, all right?
Yeah.
I thought the British were a bunch of pabs, bunch of pussies.
Wait, so
They throw
y'all are dealing with British at the moment, not French?
We're in England.
We're
in Poole,
we just
in
left
South England.
France, and we're
Okay.
getting to England. Okay.
I didn't know because I didn't know if we really cared what the French said or not. Is why I was wondering.
Well, you couldn't understand what they said because they were speaking French.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to speak French though to get us a taxi. You remember that?
Yeah, you did.
In what's that town called?
You spoke.
Saint
Mark-
Jean de Dida.
Yeah. In
That's
case
what
you
it's
guys
called.
didn't
Saint
know,
Jean de Dida.
those DSL lips that Mark has speak about 4 or 5 different languages. And in case you didn't know what DSL lips were,
Your
Zach-
dick sucking lips.
that's right.
It's
Mark's
a
got 'em.
common theme. Even our ladies think that he's batting for the other team.
I don't suck dicks.
That we know of.
But they're soft, voluptuous. They probably feel good on the clitoris as much as they'd feel good on any dick.
Oh, I'm
So,
sure.
I'd like to think they.
No one's told you?
I mean, if they haven't told you, you need to reevaluate how you
Sometimes if they tell you, they're just trying to make you feel better. So
Yeah.
if they didn't tell you, it's probably true that it does feel good. They're too busy doing something else to stop and say, "Hey, this feels really good." Keep doing what
So
you do.
these soccer hooligans. So these soccer hooligans are talking crap and saying they're carrying on and they're calling us whatever they call us, limey fucks or whatever.
He said, it's, okay, again, let me finish what I was saying. I thought the British were pussies, and then out of every British I met, half of them wanted to fight.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not pussies. I just want to say that as quickly as possible. I was wrong about you, and
Yeah.
you guys are awesome.
No, that's pretty true. All the countries that we went to, it's definitely the British that were the most rowdy.
And also, most of them were hammered
Yeah, that's
day
true.
and night. They
Well,
were
you know,
just ready to go.
I gotta say,
We've reverse colonized them almost at this point, though. So it makes
Oh,
sense
man.
that they're getting our
Maybe
attitude.
they always had us under the influence to begin with.
I
we
don't
were
know.
it's like the movie Euro Trip. We were the Puritans that came over here, and they were the ones that remained, that were sexually liberated.
That's
Maybe.
possible.
So there's the soccer hooligans, right? And they're talking a bunch of shit. And
But the thing is their way of talking shit is it's really still quite polite.
was it?
Because remember, he said something like, "I'm gonna do the best.
I'm gonna do the best one I can."
Okay, go ahead.
It might sound Australian.
Or Irish, but it was something like, excuse me. The queue's back there. The queue's back there.
That's what he said.
Because he didn't
Yeah.
drop any F-bombs or like, hey,
I just remember
dickhead or
yelling.
asshole. He
Some-
was just like,
Somebody was yelling. I remember that. At some point.
he raised his voice.
Okay.
Because it was quiet. The British knew how to queue up.
They were lit, or
They were the most rowdy, but they were still like, oh, the party was good, wasn't it? Yes.
Would you like some tea? So
You guys didn't sound like that, but
Yeah.
in my mind, that's what you sounded like.
So I get up there and they're carrying on and all this stuff, and I'm just looking back like, oh, what's going to happen here? Because they were standing right next to you, Trey. They're standing right next to
They
you.
were right behind
There's
us.
like 6 of them or whatever.
Me and Sarah were at the front of the line to get called up, and Sarah was calling you up, and the guy spoke out and said, "Excuse me, lines back there. You can't get in front of us." And true to my wife's fashion, she said, "He's with us,"
Yeah.
and they told us to stay together. So mind your business.
And they kept
basically.
carrying on, and I went up to the customs agent, and I look over to my right, and these guys are just yelling. I remember them yelling, cussing. They're carrying on. They're pissed. And then I just remember, you standing there.
exhausted.
And you're just kind of like this, and we had these backpacks on where you have cross straps and all that. And I just remember Trey going, "Oh yeah, you think that?" I'll try and mimic it. You think that? Mimic it for the kid. And I just remember going, "Oh shit, we're about to brawl. Like this is
Yeah.
gonna happen." So
We're
I
about
just
to go to jail.
I remember I unhooked my straps and I took the one strap of the backpack off. Like I'm in like ready to go mode.
I had a backpack on the front and a backpack
Yeah.
on the back, and then I had a satchel. I was just like, I'm not taking this shit off. It's
Yeah.
body armor at this point.
And then I just remember y'all were getting in each other's faces because y'all were close together. Y'all were right there. And then I remember the little guy in the red shirt who was like the soberest. Is that a word? The most sober.
Most sober.
Yeah. Of all of them, got in front and kind of broke it up.
Yeah.
And then he comes over to me. They're all walking off. He comes over to me and he's like, "Sorry about my mate." I was like, "You sound British." And he walks off. And then the group, like the tall guy, starts mouthing again or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, this is about to be over." And he looks at me and he says something. And the first thing that pops in my head was, "Yeah, that's why you lost the war, dude." Because I was like, they're
We've
getting
lost
onto
all of
us
our
for being
European
American,
audience
so
now.
I'm going to say the most American thing I can possibly think of.
We just came from France. We thought everyone lost the war before we showed up, so
Clearly.
we weren't really drunk. We were just really fucking tired.
So that was a fun place that we ended up going.
But I will say, during this whole episode, you could tell who the bachelor was because it was this guy, wasn't the shortest guy, had this big pair of like, I want to say women's like cover your whole fucking face sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, just like, just not saying a word, and the whole time he was just completely bewildered,
Yeah.
and I just didn't want to fight that dude because it's not his fault.
Well, let's be honest at this point. Y'all can't call me to bail you out overseas.
No, we can't.
What do they call the prison over? It's the yard. We would have went to the yard.
Would we have gone to Scotland Yard? I don't know.
Is it still considered Scotland Yard if it's Britain now?
I believe so, yes.
I do know this. There were some beautiful women, and I was surprised at how many beautiful women were in
Yeah.
England. Did
Did you see their teeth at this point or no?
a lot of them were
Hey
pretty
man, that's a stereotype from like the 90s.
Yeah. Still goes
good. I mean,
on.
I don't know. I haven't paid that much attention.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
It was like London was a cool town.
Yeah, we could talk for a fucking hour about London.
We could.
It's,
We're not going to.
You have Google.
Maybe later.
Y'all can Google London.
It's in England
It is.
on the Thames.
They've got a big ass clock.
We went on the Harry Potter tour.
Harry Potter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's actually really fun. I had a good time.
I will say, like, I know some people who don't go out of the country. I know some people who do. It's really cool when you've seen movies, you go to places, you don't realize that those places are in some of these movies, and then you rewatch some of these movies. You watch a new movie, and you're like, holy shit, I've been there. I've stood in that room. I've walked on that bridge.
Fucking, I swear to God.
I've been in
Yeah.
that place.
That's cool.
I've talked to these people. That's a really cool experience, and this is one of the rarer serious moments. I think, just saying this out loud, to be a good human being, you need to experience multiple cultures.
I'd say.
And I say that, when we went on a few of these trips to the Caribbean and stuff, but when we went on this trip and came back, 9 different countries and shit, you come back and you're not the same person that you were when you left.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah, it's really perspective.
It is. It's very interesting. You get a better appreciation of humanity, and a lot of the stereotypes that you build up that we joke about are broken down, and they're proven quite false.
Yeah.
Except obesity over here. We're pretty obese.
Yeah, we
y'all
really
can-
are.
Serious
Y'all can
moment
go ahead
over,
and notch
we're
that one
fat
down.
as fuck.
Excellent point.
That's
Excellent point.
we've had to add a few notches to our belt.
You may get offended out there, but stop being so goddamn fat. Some people. I'm just
I mean, for
saying,
real.
like, I'm not.
Put the cheeseburger down and have a fucking salad.
You can have
Walk.
fun
Climb some stairs.
with your life. We gotta walk this one back a little bit so we don't
Yeah.
get too many hateful comments on YouTube. I guess any publicity is good
If
publicity.
there's hateful comments, honestly, I'll be flattered because
Yeah, because that
someone
means you
watched
listened,
this.
right?
Exactly.
If you've gotten this far, hey, fucking bravo.
I mean, congratulations.
In case you're like me and you're out there and you're driving and you're trying to stay the fuck awake and you just happen to show up here, stay awake, man. You'll make it. Or lady, or woman, or dude, or whatever. You can do it.
There's 2 genders.
so okay.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, here we go. So this is good. What's unique to Arkansas, right?
Ooh.
First of all, you can probably tell that none of us here have a very thick accent.
According to us, but we're used to it. Other people may think we do.
We
Unique
don't
to
all
Arkansas,
talk
though.
like this.
We don't say we're gonna go put a fucking quarter in the parking meter.
Fun thing.
That's nuts.
Our diamond mine
It's Boston. What?
in Murfreesboro. We have a diamond mine. We're
It's
one of the
Diamond
only
Crater.
states.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
Diamond Crater. I actually went there a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know if there's anywhere else like this in the country, but you can go to this state park and pay a small fee of like $10, walk out to like a 50-plus acre plot of land where
just a
there
bunch
are
of dirt.
quartz, diamonds, other
Yep.
gems, and you can dig through the earth, and whatever you find. And there have been diamonds found over 10-plus carats many times in this place. You can keep that shit, put it in your pocket. Anything you dig up is yours when you walk out of the park
It's-
for $10.
The most fun you can have digging in the dirt.
And it happens. I mean, people legitimately find diamonds all the time. On a serious note, they do find them all
I
the
You
wanna
don't
time.
have to
say-
believe us. You can Google it.
Yeah.
The big one was what? Was it Uncle Sam or something they called
Uncle
it?
Sam's little one,
Yeah.
And they actually have that one on display in there. I want to say it was like, what, 12 or 13 carats?
No. There's
Yeah,
it's
I think
not
so,
that
yeah.
one. It's another one that was like 100-plus carat when
Oh,
it was
was it?
originally made, and then they eventually cut it into smaller carat individual pieces.
Oh wow.
Which is very interesting how they did that. But I mean,
It's the south west portion. Of
it's
the
one of the
state,
only places you can do that at.
Yeah, the rest of them are for commercial use. Private use, you can't do that in. I want to say we're one of the only 1 or 2 states that you can actually do that in.
Yeah.
And you can bring your dog.
Yeah.
You can.
Really?
They have to be on a leash, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think
It's a really nice place. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty nice.
I haven't dug for diamonds yet. I've just been through.
We just
It's fun to do.
my wife started a business. I'm not gonna like throw it out there in detail, but
His
she,
wife is
she
an
does
excellent
things where
artist.
she-
I'm plugging it for you because she's a good artist.
Don't do it. Maybe later.
We're pissing too many people off right now. Give it a few podcasts in when we
Anyways.
have listeners. If we have like
But
two
we
listeners.
just ended up there a couple weeks ago, so it's really awesome that you bring it up. But
www. Okay, go ahead.
it's just, I mean, you can Google it and figure it all out yourself.
That's really good. We've also got, well, of course, everybody. The 2 things that I got the most common when I was in Europe, when I would say, "Oh, you're from America?" Yeah, where in America? Arkansas. Oh, Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
I'd hear that a lot.
Who would have thought getting your dick sucked would have made you world famous?
This is the Chappelle skit right there. So all credit to Chappelle.
And they
but-
released those quarters of him hiding behind the tree with that chick blowing him years ago.
What?
You didn't see those?
No, I didn't see those.
Oh yeah, you can Google it right now. It's the Arkansas quarter. It was a mimic deal. You can still buy them, but it's Bill Clinton sitting behind a tree, legs open, chick in his lap.
No, you're shitting me.
No, Google it.
America,
Yeah, go ahead.
Look it up on the little computer. Pull it
I
up.
am not here right now. I don't know what you're looking at.
Other
It's
side
definitely
note,
not
though,
me.
Bill Clinton is the nicest president you will meet, hands down.
Well, so I don't know how. Okay, famous people. How
That's
many?
because
famous
he's
people
still
do you know?
wanting some side.
I
Yeah.
have the
Oh,
only
yeah.
famous people I've ever met is the Clintons because they were at my parents' wedding. True story.
Was Hillary a frigid bitch to you, or was she nice?
No, she's nice.
Mark,
All
how
of
long
them.
have I known
surprises
you?
me. Google the
A
quarter.
long time.
And I'm just finding out about this.
No, I've told you before.
Okay, that's probably true. It's probably completely true.
Yeah, see there it is, top left.
Oh,
It's-
and
it's-
that's legit.
Yeah, I
That's
have
not
a few
just
of them.
some Photoshop bullshit.
No.
No, they sold them when
This
that whole
is-
scandal was going on.
You know, this is podcast number 1. We're not entirely sure what we can and can't show.
Yeah,
so we're not going to
copyright
show
stuff.
this right now.
So just to
Bunch
give
of
you an
bullshit.
explanation of what's going on, basically we just Googled Bill Clinton quarter, completely innocent, and this is not an innocent photo that we're
No,
looking
click
at.
on
is it?
images. Yeah, $4 on eBay.
$4.
Call this
Sold.
quarter cost about $4. It's worth about $4.
Yeah.
1839? What?
No, that's the one that we became a state, 1836.
Yeah,
That's 2000 and what?
Three.
3, 4, 5?
3.
03.
03, yeah.
That's
We were still in high school at that time.
so this
Yeah.
is a legit quarter that the U.S. Treasury printed.
No, this was a parody one that someone
Oh.
else printed.
No, it would. Yeah.
Fuck no.
Hey, click on that third image. I want to see what that's all about.
Oh yeah,
This one?
no,
No.
on this one, the
No,
one
no,
with
down.
the titties.
Oh,
Yes,
this one right here?
Yeah.
That's Melania.
Oh, it's
Trump.
Melania
Oh,
Trump.
yeah, that's more
Okay, so
modern.
Okay,
fun
so
fact.
you know he had to have she got impregnated by someone else, right? We all agree with this. She didn't sleep with him.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I-
I mean,
I don't have very high opinions.
so
I mean-
okay, Arkansas went like what, 12 points or 20 points red in the last
Yeah.
presidential election.
It's a very conservative state.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. That's now the particular Central Arkansas is not conservative.
No, Central Arkansas is very democratic.
No, and this is the capital of the state, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's
I mean,
like
you
I
should
had
know
to,
that.
I had
You
to
don't
question that.
You had to question it
How
when you
long
lived
have you
here your whole life.
It's ridiculous.
This is why we say thank God for Mississippi is we're also fairly not intelligent.
Fairly not intelligent.
Yes.
Ah.
Fairly.
But anyway, so that's another fun fact about Arkansas. The center part of the state and the eastern part of the state, and the Delta, what they call it, between us and Mississippi, and Memphis primarily, that's blue, pretty much.
Yes.
For the most part, blue. A little purple. It's more purplish.
Northwest Arkansas kind of leans both ways from what I've seen.
Yeah, kind of like
So-
Zach.
You have the younger crowd that. I mean, if I get paid enough, I'll lean both ways.
Hey.
You're the younger crowd that typically
do.
leans liberal,
Yeah.
and your older crowd does not.
And then a lot of probably what the typical stereotype for Arkansas would be what we'd consider rural, whatever,
Rural.
yeah.
Rural.
From more. We only have what is it, 4 or 6 million people that are population.
I think it's less than 6 from her. It's about 4 to 5, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Very small state.
What are you looking for?
I just gotta say that any ladies or men out there,
No.
Mark only has 3 things in
Damn
his
it.
refrigerator,
True.
and one of them is jelly. The second thing is jelly. And what's the third thing?
Jelly.
It's jelly. He's got 3 jars of jelly, all the same flavor.
What flavor
Strawberry.
is that?
Strawberry.
I'm just gonna guess
Okay,
strawberry
that
grape.
says a whole lot
strawberry.
about you.
He
Just
seems like a
strawberry.
pretty basic bitch.
Peanut butter jelly time.
You don't even have peanut butter in here.
No.
If we
Yeah, I
haven't
do.
made
I've-
this
I have
clear,
peanut butter in
Mark needs a companion.
I have peanut butter in here.
He may or may not need one. That's up to
Possibly.
him. I'm married.
He's married. He's
about-
next in line to be
I'm
married.
engaged, yeah.
We've got all 3 flavors
I
here.
have duped a pretty smart blonde girl into marrying me somehow.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of options in the South here in Arkansas, so she kind of
We have plenty of options. Don't you Southern girls listen to this guy right here.
Well, I'm not an
Well-
option anymore, so they don't have to.
Yeah,
be.
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
He's
I
taken.
don't.
Only one of us knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's driving them all away.
And when I say Southern girls, I mean you Southern guys too as well.
No.
Yeah,
We're gonna make a Grinder account for Mark one day. We're not gonna tell him.
and we're just gonna send him the stuff.
It's like the
It's your turn.
definitely. Yeah.
I'm not jumping over the table to do it. So
I don't know.
I think we're good. The screen's just going
Yeah,
to
I
sleep.
think so.
I don't know.
Who
It's
cares?
numero uno. Nummer eins.
It means number
one.
one,
Yeah.
and I think it's English, isn't it?
The only
No, number is English.
Yeah.
Nummer is German.
well,
He speaks 4 to 5 languages, as we've said.
Oh, wow.
he speaks Spanish as his primary language.
Lo siento.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what.
I'm sorry. I know a little bit in a lot of languages. I probably know more about.
Trey's dick.
I don't know.
Probably.
No.
Apparently, that's the next.
No, I don't.
That's
Let's
the
talk
next
about
topic,
it,
which
since
is
you guys
we're
Okay,
really
so
wanna
yeah,
talk about it.
story time. I do remember we came back. We were playing shooting pool, not pocket pool, regular pool, at
Yes.
at a bar, and I
This is
gave
one
you
only time I drink and drive. Is this where you're going with this?
no. I wasn't. You've never drunk and drove in your life ever.
I've only done it once, and
That-
it's
yeah,
something I'll never
he's
do
never
again.
he's never committed a misdemeanor or felony.
Where's your phone?
I've committed many felonies, but none of
He's-
them have
he's-
ever been
he's lying.
reported
He's-
or caught.
He's lying. He's
It's
killed
like
two
the
people.
perfect crime.
They're both dead.
But
What were we talking about?
you were gonna
So
say something about my order.
I had to take. No, you were just smashed, annihilated, drunk.
Was.
And you, I just remember you. I dropped you off at your apartment, and I can't remember. I was like, "Dude, you gonna be all right?" And his response was to walk in front of my headlight, whip his dick out, and pee right
I pissed all over that shit.
in front of the car.
Where is that?
Yeah.
We're trying
There
to
you
find
go.
Trey's phone.
Yeah. Again, I'm the only one that's married, and it's almost a death sentence if you
Wait,
don't answer your phone when the wife is calling. That's a remote.
That's a remote.
Is that vibrating?
I hear it somewhere back here.
But continue.
But
I'm
anyway,
pissing on your
that
headlight.
that was the one and only time I think I've ever seen. Unfortunately.
And it probably
It's over
wasn't
there right
impressive.
here.
I feel like it was the winter time. I'm a grower, not a shower. Not that that matters to anyone. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's
You know,
not-
it's what's on the inside that counts, though, Trey.
So we seem to be. So we're centered on Arkansas. We're going to be debunking some myths, right? I guess that's the theme.
Somebody answered it. Was it your voicemail?
yeah, it's my voicemail.
That's the thing.
It's
for
my
the,
professional voicemail because people might be calling me, wanting me to come look at their houses, and I'm gonna. God damn it!
Somehow this dude loses his
This is
phone.
definitely.
Boom.
Found
Good.
it.
Yeah.
Was not coming from where I thought it was.
All right. So some other cool things about the state, right?
Walmart.
Walmart's from here. That's a big.
Yes.
That's a big one.
That's a real big one here. A lot of jobs.
Northwest Arkansas.
This is where Walmart originated.
Yes, it is.
Northwest.
Okay,
In Bentonville.
I can't remember the exact city. One of you
Bentonville.
Bentonville.
Yeah.
That is where the base of operations for Walmart is based. And you
Right.
feel like if you walked into Bentonville or drove into Bentonville or flew into Bentonville, it would be the city of the future. It's not, but it's not the shittiest city in Arkansas either.
No, that
that's
goes to
nice.
Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
But it is where
Sorry.
Walmart was begun.
But Pine Bluff's getting a casino.
Yeah, we just passed. So we
They're gonna
have
have
two.
a lot of people getting
we
robbed.
have two non-casino casinos, Oaklawn and Greyhound.
Oaklawn, yeah, and then
Greyhound is up in
Oaklawn will
West
be nice
Memphis.
though. Pine Bluffs will be a shithole within a year. There's so
I mean,
many
if
people are
they
going to be
even
getting
have it.
robbed leaving there. It's not gonna
Another
make it
fun
worth
fact
going.
of Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff used to be a chemical weapons stockpile base
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the United States government. Mm-hmm. And I had a family member that worked there, and literally he almost killed a woman by playing a practical joke, pretending that he was infected or dosed with the chemical weapons they were dissembling.
Wow.
And I mean, I wish I had the balls to pull a joke like that
That's-
in that setting.
I'm not sure if balls are the word.
Maybe stupidity.
I was gonna say
That's impressive.
stupidity's coming to mind.
Yeah.
Oh, we're also we've got the Arkansas Travelers,
Arkansas
a mediocre
Travelers.
baseball team.
Double A team used to be a long time for Double A for the Cardinals. Then it switched
Yep.
to the Angels for several years.
We have the Travelers, but there's this team that not a lot of people know about
Yes.
called the Arkansas Rangers.
Little Rock Rangers.
Little Rock Rangers.
Yeah, with Little Rock.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just look them up.
Like
you might
us on
be impressed,
Facebook.
You might not be.
Yeah.
Go
They're-
like their Facebook page and then unlike it so that they get
it's-
confused.
It's the Little Rock Rangers baseball team.
Yep.
Um,
If you didn't pick up on this already, me and Mark played on the team. Zach was a cheerleader for the
It
team.
was.
it was just,
Sometimes he would show up and give away free blowjobs to some of the team
Yeah.
And
mates
fleas,
and or
apparently.
the other team.
he's
Yeah, apparently fleas too.
he was
Please.
a male cheerleader, a meal leader.
I
That's what we
mean,
called it.
It happens. People gotta
that team
eat.
existed for a while. We had it last summer.
You had it last summer.
Well,
You were on some other team. You didn't have the Rangers, did you?
the fall, yeah. We played a few games.
That was not the summertime then.
That's true. It
That's the
wasn't
fall.
sometime.
You played when they didn't need people as much, or good people. Sorry.
The fall season's always the best season.
Yeah. It's fun.
Feels more relaxed.
And then, let's see, what else? What else about Arkansas? What are some of the common, like, okay, everybody hears about Mike Huckabee, and he's on TV, and Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of tough.
We've got a horrible attorney general.
I'm not really proud of
I
these people.
cannot comment on that.
Only
That's
because-
why
Fair enough.
I only said that. I didn't say if it was the current one or the prior one
Yeah,
or the one in the future.
I can't comment on any of that
No, you can't.
for legal reasons and personal reasons.
I gotta say,
Professional reasons.
it seems like the people that come out of Arkansas politically are very. I wouldn't say Bill Clinton was polarized.
I mean, as polarizing
He was a
as
Democrat.
the right and left can be. I mean, pretty standard. I'd
Was
say.
he?
He was a moderate Democrat.
I don't remember him that much. And you know what's
Yeah.
fucked up is like when I was a elementary school kid, and they do cool things for elementary school kids like hand turkeys.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Hand
by the
turkeys
way.
are fun. I still like those.
God, those are
But
awesome.
when I was in elementary school, they had a mock vote, and I remember there being this younger guy and this older guy, and I remember voting for the younger guy, and I don't know why, but it was Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, Bob Dole, right?
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
old I was.
Yeah.
So, but the rest of the people that you probably know from Arkansas politically are polarized.
Yeah, so that's. I mean, I would say, in my opinion, that's probably the number one thing people think about in Arkansas. Is they kind of lump it in with like Alabama, Mississippi, and probably Louisiana to a certain
Yeah.
extent. I
Bible
mean,
Belt.
Yeah.
yeah, certainly the Bible Belt, maybe a little bit of Tennessee-ish, but it's kind of like everybody's got the same kind of radical right red mindset. I think that's probably the standard. If you're from, a bigger city somewhere else, it's probably what people think, right? At least that's my opinion.
Maybe.
Yeah, a lot of the states viewed as that because of the way that the Electoral College pushes us to vote. You don't get
Certainly,
a breakdown from it. You just get the rural area of Arkansas makes up a whole lot of people as a whole, and that's typically they vote red. So,
And I mean, maybe not being from Arkansas, I can't see the state being anything other than that.
yeah.
Because I'm from here and I can see how it works on the inside.
The younger population that keeps moving in, though, is pushing it towards a more democratic stance.
And, Mark brought up a good point a couple of years ago. He said, like Little Rock area, that central Arkansas area is what is that word?
Demographically.
Democratic? Whew.
Yes.
I'm having trouble.
Demographically democratic.
That's right. And then every other area surrounding the outside border of the state is all, Republican red, except for maybe the Fayetteville area, which is the big
That's
University College town.
kind of split. It's young and old because it's a big business hub.
That's
So
true.
you've got a good mixture up there.
That's true. But, I mean, when
But-
you look at Little Rock and that surrounding area, North Little Rock, Sherwood, Maumelle, maybe even a little bit of Pine Bluff, like, all of it's pretty much liberal.
Yeah,
or
definitely
mixture.
Pine.
Faulkner County throws into the loop, though. Conway.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
red. Jason Raper somehow elected again.
Okay, so for those of you who don't, why would anybody outside the state know who Jason Rapert is? You've heard the places with the Ten Commandments monuments, and that was one of the big fights we had recently. And the representative Jason Rapert, who's shit, if he ever hears this, and he's like, people are talking
he'll
about
start
me.
whining and throw a fit if he ever hears it and tries to sue us.
Yeah, that would be bad news bears. But
You
whatever.
know, and here's my thing: whether you're religious or non-religious, none of that matters to me. If you're a taxpayer, you know, the thing is, it was established long ago, separation of church and state. Okay, whatever that means to you. But the fact that any town hall, whether small, big, large, tiny, middle of nowhere, you know, everyone knows about it. If you decide to put some kind of religious monument there and one person doesn't like it, you're looking at a lawsuit that you're going to lose. Which means that whatever money they spent on that monument, taxpayer money, your money, that you had to give up out of your income, sales tax, whatever, paid for a portion of that monument, you're losing that because that's a lawsuit they're going to lose, period. Because it's already been established. I get it if you're religious or of some kind of faith. It's cool, man. But you're going to lose that battle. So, for instance, like the little small town that I'm from, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be the one to start the little snowball that turns into an avalanche.
Yeah.
They have a, you know, what is it called when you have the little Jesus baby and all the angels and the three
Nativity?
kings? Nativity
Yeah,
scene?
nativity scene.
God
Is
damn
that
it.
the one where his
Sorry.
dad's
Oh,
there
shit.
and his
Let's-
mom and all that?
Little infant Jesus.
So they
with
have
his
this scene
colors
for
and
Christmas
his
that they put
letters.
out.
Oh, yeah, Nativity.
And it doesn't offend me. I mean, I have faith, but I'm not religious. That's how I define it. But the city that I pay taxes in spent money on this nativity scene.
Yeah.
And if anyone ever, and it's cool that they didn't, I'm glad that no one's brought it up, that no one's challenged it, that no one said, hey, let's put a goat worshipping satanic ritual statue up there for Christmas.
Well, they're trying to do that.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Exactly, and they can do that because you got to be equal.
Well,
it's
I want to
democracy.
say the Ten Commandments one was somebody pulled it down
Exactly.
at one point.
Well,
didn't
no, they ran into it with they ran into it with a car and
Yeah.
broke it down. Then they rebuilt it, and that guy has been harassing Jason Rapert. I can't say harass because it's a legal term. But
Okay, but
he's been getting after Jason Rapert.
But tell them, like, the funny part
Yeah.
about that Ten Commandments is how long was it up before it got ran over?
Oh, God.
well, it wasn't even a. It was, like
It was not
half a
even
day.
a full day.
Yeah, I mean it was a matter of hours.
And someone ran that shit over. So
Ran
they
it
spent-
over with a car.
They paid an artist, a sculpturist, money to make that monument. Someone ran it the fuck over.
It's true.
I mean, that guy got arrested, went to jail, whatever. And
Got
then they
out.
paid someone to come in and do it again, and then all someone has to do is file a lawsuit and say, hey, you can't do that because it's the law.
Okay, but here's the crazy thing. This is how I understand it, and I have not looked into this completely. I'm fairly confident in this, though. But the way you get a monument on the state capitol grounds is you have to have a representative sponsor it. And one of the issues now is that no representative is going to sponsor a satanic monument.
And then what do they say to that? What
That-
happens?
Well, that's the argument, though, isn't it? It's like,
They say, oh, you can allow a Christian monument, but you can't allow
And
a
it's-
Muslim monument, a
but
Jewish
it's
monument.
not that they won't allow it. It's that you have to get somebody to
have to have a
sponsor it, and
supporter.
nobody's going to sponsor it. It's kind of like the weird catch-22.
It can get caught up in the courts, but
Yeah.
when it boils down to it, you're allowing one religion
Right.
Yeah.
and not any other, either
And
made up
that's-
one or
Yeah.
whatever.
And that's functionally what's happening.
I mean, the Church of the Jedi is a religion. We
It
should
is.
be able to get a statue of Obi-Wan.
That's right.
Well, I mean, there should just be statues of Obi-Wan in general.
There should be a Death Star on the top
Yeah.
of the
But-
Arkansas State Capitol.
I do want to say something, because we got to wrap it up before too much longer, but I think we can all three agree Last Jedi sucked, right?
Oh, God. I mean,
Right?
What?
minus
The Last Jedi.
Daisy Ridley, because she's perfect.
She's a phenomenal actress and just a very
Exactly.
attractive woman, yeah.
It's just...
Did
She's
you like The
amazing.
Last Jedi?
I'm gonna say, listen, I watched the original 3
Yeah, okay.
like it was the only fucking thing on television when I had it on VHS. I had the original 3
Still
collection.
have the VHSs.
And you know what? I'm not like any other guy. When I was a kid, I was just fucking happy and excited as fuck to watch anything that was awesome on TV. I
Yep.
mean, it didn't matter. I get that you guys or gals are passionate about, you know, like, what is it called?
Star
Damn
Wars.
it. I'm too hammered for this shit. And I'm going to kill that here in a second. But it's when you're sticking with the main story that's approved
Canon.
Canon, exactly.
canon.
Yeah.
If it's canon or non canon, if it's whatever, I don't give a fuck. I was excited to see another Star Wars movie. What was the third one?
The prequels were canon.
The prequels
in
were
the
1, 2,
90s.
and 3.
I'm gonna say this.
And that horrible Jar Jar character.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he wasn't my favorite, but I didn't really
No.
give a fuck when I was a kid either. I was just like, whoa.
What
these
if Jar
graphics
Jar's
are
the
amazing.
Sith Lord? Like the supreme guy.
That would be. I don't think JJ's gonna do it.
He should. Let's be real. Then we could all hate him for a good reason. I mean, we've got a good one now.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
But let's be real here. Jar Jar's the Sith Lord. He's the immortal.
Well, I mean, it was like the drunken master. Right?
Yeah.
But okay, so back to
There's a theory out
Misa
there
gonna
that
kill
says
everyone.
that he's like one of the hidden Sith lords, and I kind of like that theory.
that would be kind of cool. I can get on board.
He's
with
the
that.
one that voted for Palpatine, that started that whole thing in motion, that allowed him to come into power. That's the whole thing behind the theory. It's not my theory. I don't even remember who said it. You're gonna have to do your own research.
That's copyrighted. We can't
But
do
you're
that.
talking
Disney will
about
hit you up.
this new movie and then The Last Jedi, and honestly, when I heard that Rogue One was coming out, I was like, that's just Disney trying to make money.
Rogue One.
Same with
That was
Solo.
one of the best fucking movies.
They
I
canceled
haven't
the
even
Boba Fett
seen
one.
Solo.
I haven't seen it either.
I've heard.
It's
I read.
okay.
I was reading about the plot. And I just like. Nah,
They released
I can't
all
do
those
it.
bullshit ones, but the Obi-Wan one with
It's
Ewan
okay.
McGregor.
That's
they
the one
won't
everybody
do.
wants.
That's the one everybody wanted. They won't do it.
Yes. I want to
know,
see you and McGregor.
Obi-Wan is Star Wars Jesus.
Yes, he is Star Wars.
He
Jesus.
I
can't
mean,
do
he
any
kind of
wrong.
is.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
There's a subreddit called Prequel Memes. You guys already know about all that. But that's like the main meme that they use is something about Obi-Wan saying, hello there, or some other bullshit that he always says. And apparently he is at the top of the pyramid
guy?
Yeah.
somehow. And I respect that. At the beginning of The Last Hope, was the last
A
Hope?
New Hope,
New
A New
Hope, yeah.
Hope.
episode 4.
I mean, they've had a lot of last hopes, and somehow they still come out
and well,
against.
I think we can all say, "Win in Rome."
Win in Tatooine.
Yeah, there you go.
But, at the beginning of A New Hope, I would have never thought Obi-Wan was that big of a deal. Never. I think that what's the actor's name that plays him in the
Ewan
original,
McGregor.
the next trilogy?
Ewan McGregor is the
I think
prequel
he
guy.
really made
He's
that
great.
character for a lot of people, and he
Yeah.
did a good job.
I liked him a lot. I mean, I like the original guy. Oh, Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness. He
Yeah.
was the original guy. Apparently, he hated that role. That's what I read.
Probably because he didn't get to do anything besides die.
He had like a day or two's worth of shooting. It seemed like in that movie.
Yeah.
Not even a day or two.
like,
a
I
couple
gotta do
hours
this.
of those day or two.
So, we gotta. Well, we'll have to pare it down because I know you gotta go soon. This is podcast number 1.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say
mean-
the general theme.
I got the Uber app, man. I can pay for it.
Dude, I mean, you sure?
And I could
Sure.
just text the driver and be like, just
Yeah,
pretend
man.
your name is Zach Lyons.
Yeah, I
and
think
then
that she can be able to tell a difference.
Did you just say Tinder name is Zach Lyons?
Pretend your
Oh,
name.
I thought you said his Tinder
See,
name.
he's wanting to get on Tinder and Grindr and stuff. Now we've convinced
Well,
him.
you can't equate the two.
Hey.
First of all,
You have your Tinder bender,
I have
and then you
not.
get off the app.
I've never had a Tinder bender.
That's why you got to get on the app.
But do you need a Tinder bender?
I don't need it. I don't feel like I need a Tinder bender.
yeah,
Alright.
you do.
Quick off track real quick.
I can't consent that you don't need one.
Let's go down this road real fast. I've never used Tinder.
I've used the shit out of it after I got divorced.
I have used it before, yeah.
So how much have you used it?
Not that much.
Not that much, and you used it a lot.
a ton.
Right.
Like, not even, I'm telling you guys.
I've read, like I'm a big fan of Reddit, just surfing that whole thing because it kind of gives me information on a lot of different things. And one of the things is like, the subreddit for Tinder, and a lot of it's just, it seems like the way into, sorry ladies, a young woman's pants. And when I say young, God, I feel like a fucking geezer right now.
No.
Like,
Back in the day,
early
those
20s.
whippersnappers.
is a guy makes up a sweet pun about your name, and then it's like, bam,
Oh,
come on
God.
over, Netflix and chill. You're gone the next day. on to the
That's
next
the
one.
term Netflix and chill a lot. I've heard that. Like,
I mean, I'd rather go get some Chipotle and then chill, but let's just be honest here.
I've never had Chipotle.
It's good.
Then they give you Legionnaires. Anyway, so you were saying.
So that's my understanding. Like, they show those, and then they show the ones like very rare, like 1% of the time.
Yeah.
Some guy or gal will be like, today or yesterday I married my Tinder match.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's
really fucking crazy.
You know what though?
Because I thought people were on there to bang each other.
I've got a couple of friends that one of them I think married a girl from Tinder, and then another one was Plenty of Fish. It's a thing now.
Plenty of Fish it seems like a nicer Tinder if
Is
you
it?
want a
I've
relationship.
never
Go with
even-
Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it until.
Tinder's just to run through people, girls and guys alike. That's what they use it for.
Oh.
Which I'll be honest, man, I don't know what I would do in today's dating world because I dated my lady from high school, you know, after I went into college. She was a little younger than me, and we had a really long courtship, and we ended up getting married.
Yeah.
And my story's obviously not symbolic to a lot of people, but I don't think I could make it out there these days.
I think that'd be good for another. We'll get into it.
That could be our next podcast.
So-
There you go, people. Next podcast. We'll
So-
talk about how we would survive in today's dating world.
Okay, I can dig it, but I guess to wrap it up, kind of my thing that I think the theme that's been developed here is that this is a perspective from people from fucking Arkansas living normal
Yeah.
fucking lives. Nobody's special, right?
And don't expect us to finish most of the stories we start.
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll try and get a little bit. We'll stay a little bit more on track. And
No,
get
we
a-
won't.
And get a little bit more drunk.
He'll say we will, but we won't.
But anyway, so yeah, so I guess that's kind of the theme here. Nobody's from nowhere.
Yeah. This is nobody's compassed.
Nobody's. This is nobody's podcast.
This is nobody.
I shouldn't
Nobody's.
drive home.
He's not going to drive.
He
home.
won't drive home. I'll make sure he doesn't. I'm the sober one right now.
But
You
anyway,
gonna drive me home? Can I ride with you while you go pick up your daughter?
I mean, if I'm taking you to Sherwood, I'm going there first.
You're going to Sherwood?
No, I said if I was going there, I'd go there first and then take the back way home.
Oh, it's not you.
Yeah.
Sure, he would,
That's so
dude.
sweet of you.
I know. Sometimes you just got to be sweet,
So okay,
or make you sleep on his couch.
closing remarks, things that you've heard, man. Go,
Not me first. I'm too hammered.
Zach.
He's getting a Tinder and a grinder because of his
I'm
big
not
ass
getting
lips.
a fucking
Grinder.
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 No.
Grinder.
And we'll
Just look for
we'll
the
set him
profile
up a
picture that
grinder
says
and
Mark and
discuss how
nothing
it
else.
went in the next podcast. Trey, and
That's
I'll set
not.
it up
It
in
was
the
supposed to be
meantime.
what the
We'll
wrap
steal
up from the
pictures off of his
podcast.
Facebook with those big ass lips.
God damn it.
You'll
And
see it. If you
he's
don't
got
see
an
it here,
old
you'll
car
see it
with a
somewhere
huge
else.
hood. We can tell people they're going to get nailed on it.
No,
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
yeah. I mean, you're not doing it, but we're going
I
to.
like,
We'll bring some stuff for you.
I like chicks.
It's okay.
I
Listen,
like chicks.
I mean, sometimes you
I
gotta
like girls.
look. You're driving the chicks away. You gotta try the other team.
What?
what if you find that guy with 2 dicks?
Yeah,
God. That's not.
I mean,
This is not.
you don't know.
if
until
I
you try
saw
it.
this guy, I'm married, honestly, and I love women, and I've been hitting on my gay guys, and it's just never been an interest to me. But if I saw a dude with 2 dicks, I'd want to, or if he,
Whoa! Wait. What? What are you about to
if I
say?
saw a
here?
dude and he was like, hey, my name's so-and-so, and I've got 2 fully functioning penises, I'd be like, prove it, bitch. And if you whipped them out, I'd be like, damn, dude, can I get a picture? Can I
Trey
sign
was sitting
them?
there, thumbs up next
Can
to
I
this
like?
guy's dick.
You don't need to be in the picture, but can I
You
get a
know,
picture?
I mean,
next to him?
I have to say, like, I've never had that thought. Like, I really want to take a picture.
It's just
Mark doesn't want to take
fascinating.
a picture with him. He just wants to jump on him.
I don't.
We pick on Mark a lot. He'll get over it.
That's okay.
Mark,
Sometimes.
he's a good
Because he's
guy.
our friend.
He's gonna get beat up. You know, mentally, emotionally.
Well, and possibly physically. If y'all see us assault each other, it happens.
All right, guys.
Zach, until you got a ring on it, I'm probably gonna pick on you too.
I just want to say something that I'm definitely behind the pace here because you guys have been married way more than I have.
Yeah, I'm on my rebound marriage is what I call it.
How long were you married to your first wife?
Married 6 years together, 8 or 9.
See, Zach's got me beat. I've only been married once. Still
Yeah.
married once. And
Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah,
you've also
she'll
known
probably
it
have
for
to
like
kill me.
68
You know what they
years.
say? 3 times a charm. So once the second one ends, I'll be looking for my
Yeah.
full one for the
Dude,
rest of my
he's
life.
he's getting better. I'd say
I know.
you're probably at like a B.
I'll figure
A
it out
minus
after this one.
in your marriages.
And if you see this, just a heads up, second wife, I love you.
That's not a life.
that's a super bitch night.
All right, and we do have to wrap it up. So on that,
I mean, when do you actually have to leave?
Like 10 minutes ago.
God damn it. Okay. My name's Trey again. This is Nobody's
I forget the second part.
podcast
From nowhere.
for.
talking about nothing.
That's right. I got the last part wrong, but Mark said
I got my middle part wrong.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna. I feel like a 2-hour podcast would be funner, especially if you're gonna be drinking.
Yeah.
Next time we can start a little bit earlier than like 9 o'clock.
So I guess we'll upload this thing, and then probably nobody's gonna watch it. But if you fucking do, then certainly leave a comment.
You know what's
right?
gonna happen
Yeah.
is eventually we're gonna get good at this.
Maybe.
During like the 17th or 18th
and we'll have to delete them and rename them.
and then we'll have like 5 people that listen and be like, I'll listen to this bullshit.
And then they'll get the first ones in there and they're like, my God.
And then they're going to eventually, somebody or all of them are going to eventually like, I wonder where this thing started. They're going to listen to the first episode and be like, holy fuck, those guys were idiots.
Yeah.
Those guys
We
were
still
terrible
will
at
be,
this.
so just a heads up.
What's up with that one guy? I don't know, man.
That spoke 5 different languages with those dick-sucking lips.
That's where you keep the language knowledge is in your lips. That's why they're so big. If you just forget the languages, you'll be good. You'll have thin little lips at that point. Nobody
I
will
just
know.
know this phrase in another language, and I said it many times when I was in Spain. Mis hotel. It's Hotel Miramar. It means my hotel is a hotel. Yeah, that one.
Is that what it means?
It means my hotel is the Hotel Miramar. I was telling everyone I knew where I was staying, and it was not the best idea, but I was
I'm
You
trying
know
to
what?
get
very
wrong.
You know
tired
what?
of
Probably,
it some of the time.
probably the coolest thing, and that we were up in Mount Pilatus in Switzerland, and I went up to the guy. I was just like, I went up to order a drink, and I was like, I don't know if he speaks English or German or whatever. And I just went up to him. I was like, yeah, haben Sie heißen Schokolade? And he's like, here you go. I was like, oh fuck, man, he knew what I said. That's fucking bitchin'.
He's probably just like, fucking Americans, take this.
Haben Sie heiße Schokolade?
I still can't get over.
Vielen Dank.
You know what? We've been saying goodbye for like the last 15.
Yeah, we should
goddamn
probably
minutes.
honestly
Easy.
go.
This guy's got to go.
We clearly don't want to go though, man.
I
It's
know,
like
I don't. This guy does.
Maybe
I don't
you
think he really does, but he has to.
Yeah, that's what it is. I have to be responsible.
You know, and honestly, we've been talking all day before we got this shit working,
Oh my
and we
God.
burned through so much good stuff that we could have told you, but we'll come back to that.
I think we'll have to feel it out. We'll upload it, right? And then
Yeah, I can get
give
it
it a
uploaded
theme.
tomorrow.
Arkansas is definitely the theme of this one, I think.
Yeah.
And,
we told him where we were from and
yeah.
some stuff that's from here. But
What was our theme next? Oh, your grinder binge.
we're not
That's what we're
talking
doing.
about
Grindr.
Grinder.
Hey guys, if you're looking for a manly man,
Right here.
he'll be the guy that wears the pants.
No dudes.
You other guys that are like, ooh, I'm sorry, that's not very nice.
I don't
but
know, he's-
he'll
No,
be
no
wearing
one's
pants.
no one's homophobic, by the way.
No.
No.
We're not.
Hey Metal, if you see this, I remember that crooked dick guy from last night, and thank you for sharing that post
Okay.
about the guy with 2 dicks. That was very awesome.
All right, guys. Well, dude, this was awesome. Hang in.
Hey, if you're listening, thanks, and
Yeah.
we'll come. Is this going to be a weekly thing?
Let's do it as much as we can.
As much as we can. We're
I
not
mean-
going to promise a schedule, but
I would say this. We'll probably get to a point where we have a lot built up, and
Maybe we'll schedule it. Maybe we won't. Maybe it'll be like a mystery box thing,
I think that'll work for now.
like Pandora's box.
Until we figure out how we want to do it and get our editing stuff down.
well, I think people are. I mean, I think if it's like this, if you hear something, and you're like, man, I kind of want to hear some more. You're gonna want to hear. You're not gonna want to wait. You're
Yeah.
gonna lose.
You
your
know,
audience,
that's probably
you know
not
what I
this
mean?
episode because we don't know what the fuck we're doing
No.
right now. But hey,
But we got these fancy anal bead mics.
Yeah.
Why
They're
does it
big.
have to go to the?
It looks like a ramped up version of an anal bead.
You know what? They say we can't.
If we
endorse
go to
them.
your bedroom right now, we'll find the real small
check
versions
this.
of them.
Think
These
this
are
out.
anal
These are
beads for like camels or horses. Okay,
Yeah. Or
this
Mark.
ain't going up anybody's
No.
ass tonight, except for maybe Mark's face.
Yeah, that's true. There went his anal bead. He dropped it. And on that note, y'all have a good night.
Good night, Mark.
all right, guys. Cheers.